At around 11 p.m. on Saturday, the Minister of Health, Dr. Chris Baryomunsi, made a surprise visit at Mbarara Regional Referral Hospital, but his discovery was terrifying. Dr. Baryomunsi started his facility tour at the intensive care unit, where he found only 2 medical interns attending to the emergency patients. While here, some caretakers narrated to him how they have spent days without being attended to, in addition to being asked to buy their own medicines. Hours after interacting with some patients and pursuing their medical documents, Dr. Baryomunsi went to the female medical wards. Here, this story was not any different.
Emu ku bintu byensinga okutya ate nga naawe wandaba olina okukitya okulwala ne weesanga nga olina okugenda mu ddwaliro lya government mu ggwanga lyaffe. It's not easy. Minister Chris Baryomunsi made a surprise visit. N'agenda mu referral hospital emu. One of the referral hospitals wandigambye nti people think are the best. We've been made to believe over the years nti zezimu kuzisinga njogera ku Mbarara. He turns up and he gets a shock of his life. Oba yafunye reality check nti ebiri ku ground byanjawulo muko. The language over the picture on the ground is different. Story yabadde ku NBS nga bakulaga the state of the referral hospital is serving a region. And the picture is not any different from other hospitals in the country. It's even worse. Omuntu omu ayinza okugamba nti if Mbarara is like that, then what's happening elsewhere? It's a question Ugandans have been asking the whole day since the video aired. Nti olaba Mbarara efaana bweti ate oluggulu ate olukalamoja. What's happening there? It's the reality. Gemazima, the hospitals over the healthcare system is on its knees. We had a debate a few weeks ago about interns. Nga video etandika omwami akugambye narrator wa story nti mu ICU basanze ba intern doctors babiri. Only. Yakoseza term only. Muchiro. ICU is intensive care unit. It's a very sensitive part of the hospital. Nenga nayo jiraba nti it is stretched. The staffing is poor. The system is so bad. We saw Balam nga akola visit ku Health Center 3 nga waliyo ba ghost workers video ku channel kweri. But then you find some Ugandans like Mr. Kagwanjala Simon coming out and giving his opinion, and we always respect everyone's opinion. Gagamba, stop condemning officials in public and ordering their arrest. Again, Amaso Nagamba nti this is more of populism. Get back to the office, consult and recommend. Demo office. Like I said, we respect everyone's opinion. Naye, this doesn't seem to be working. Cholabye mu video ya Mbarara Hospital is a result of years of, number one, poor funding. Secondly, a loss of interest from healthcare workers. They don't care anymore. And I'm not attacking any doctors or nurses. They are superb. They try their level best. Kaklipo kalabi. The thing is crowded. There's no medicine. The staffing is so bad. The pay is so bad. If a system doesn't reward you, take work ascent. It doesn't respect and appreciate you, you give up. Poor funding. Loss of interest. Tebakyagala kumanya. They are focused on ways of getting kawogo by working in private. Oba okussaawo private centers zaabwe. Then abatono abasigaddewo, they appear without resources. Do you want them to perform magic? They cannot. They're human beings. Then on top of that, you couple in corruption. Obuli bw'enguzi. Nti n'akasente akatono akaliwo kabbibwa. As a result, you get a failing system, erikumavivi. A system where a patient has to cough money okufuna obujjanjabi. The reality eri malwairo gaffe mu ggwanga, they are government, but to survive, you must have money. And then private hospitals have taken advantage because there's no alternative. You either pay us the money or you go to government, or kusinika mu government, ibanga punishment. As a result, you either have money or you don't have money and die. Chana kunyo. Katanike video.
At around 11 p.m. on Saturday, the Minister of Health, Dr. Chris Baryomunsi, made a surprise visit at Mbarara Regional Referral Hospital, but his discovery was terrifying. Dr. Baryomunsi started his facility tour at the intensive care unit, where he found only 2 medical interns attending to the emergency patients.
Wagamba only you make it seem like there are provisions for them to be there. Make it clear until you found medical interns there. Wasanze yabasawo. That's what the government can give you. The Ugandan government can only afford to have 2 interns in an ICU. I don't think your ICU. Let's take it the way it is. Mo ICU, a very, very sensitive area of the hospital, chebayinza okuwa gwe taxpayer. Nga video etandika nagambye nti one thing you should fear, nze nchitya. Maybe because I know how the system works, I fear it. Okwesanga mu government hospital oyina okutya. Oyina okufunamu okutya, even the idea crossing your mind nti you could wake up one day. Sirigamba nti abasawo they are incompetent, the doctors, the nurses are superb, naye ekiriyo kyekyo. They are limited in what they can do. They can't perform miracles.
While here, some caretakers narrated to him how they have spent days without being attended to, in addition to being asked to buy their own medicines. Hours after interacting with some patients and pursuing their medical documents, Dr. Baryomunsi went to the female medical wards. Here, this story was not any different. Caretakers decried congestion in the ward, extortion by the hospital workers, and poor hygiene, which is threatening their health.
You look at the congestion here. What do you expect? Personally, I'm almost running away. Next to me, there is someone suffering from TB. So you come here when you have a specific disease, but you may end up picking another one.
Kankone kuweze ensonga. A few things to unpack. The congestion. Most of these hospitals bagazimba nga gaina capacity. Osobola okusanga nga Mbarara was designed to serve, let's say, abantu emitwalo 5. Naye osanga bali kusavinga abantu kakadde kalamba. Nku example, oba abantu mitwalo 4. What do you expect? Nga region yemu eyina eddwaliro limu eri functional eddene, of course you're going to get that. People lying on the floor, mixing abantu, abaina TB, among patients abaina malaria. I don't think that happens, but from what the lady has said, agambye nti waliwo omuntu aina TB. I don't think it happens. Naye, you get the picture. The crowding. The wards are very small, they are very old, obutanda tebumala. Abantu bajja kwebaka ku ttaka. Kyanaku nnyo, it's so sad okulaba nti twatuuka wano. Naye nga MPO aina emmotoka milioni 3. Priorities. As a country, we prioritize ebintu ebitayamba mu nnansi, neglecting things like this.
They decried lack of drugs, gloves, syringes, and some essential medical equipment which they must buy outside the hospital. At about 1 a.m., the visibly worried acting hospital director, Dr. Deus Twesije, arrived at the hospital and joined Baryomunsi as he continued to gather information about the facility.
Patients disappear because they can't afford to buy medicine.
At the maternity ward, Amtheire Rosette, the in-charge, told the minister that they lacked delivery beds, midwives and essential drugs to handle the growing population of the mothers.
Because mothers are too many, you find when they supply us, by the time we are finishing a month or what, the drugs are done.
A few days ago, patients and caretakers protested poor health services at this hospital following the death of one of the patients when the health workers delayed to dispense her with blood.
Chanakunyo, it's so sad. Mu scenario ngeyo ojja kusanga nga the patients oba balwadde bajja kulowooza nti omusawo yaliko obuzibu. Naye nga system, they cannot perform miracles. Kino nkigamba gwandaba. Mu kaseera kano oyinza okuba ng'ondaba ng'olina either omulwadde mu ddwaliro oba nga gwe kennyini oli mulwadde. They can't perform miracles. Bakola kye basobodde. There is much you could do with the little resources eziri available. Midwife akugambye oba in charge nti tebana ddagala, tebana syringe, tebana gloves. Kati oyagala akwatemu musaayi n'engalo ze. It's impossible. They do what they can do. Naye ate mu mbeera ng'eyo ye omulwadde alowooza nti cause bajja mugamba nti eddagala lijja omusawo alibba. Eddagala lijja oba gloves zijja oba syringe zijja nti omusawo azibba. I know those can happen. Mu ggwanga lyaffe anything can happen. Naye ebiseera ebisinga obungi tebiriiwo. They are using the little they can oba they have access to do what they do. Okukola omulimu gwabwe. And there is much they can do. Osaasira omulwadde oba osaasira omunnayuganda ngaffe naawe kennyini andaba. Unless ng'olinamu wano, ng'olinamu akasente, ebintu ebira byangu.
Patients incur between 200,000 to 250,000 to access X-ray, CT scan and MRI services. Addressing the media, Baryomunsi said they are launching investigations in 2 operations of the facility.
There are patients who are charged money. Like one patient told me, she was asked to take an X-ray and asked 250,000 Uganda shillings. She could not raise the money, and for 6 days, the X-ray has not been done. When I speak to the authorities, they say, no, an X-ray in Mbarara Hospital is free.
What causes that? Poor pay. People are not happy in the pockets. Ekivaamu, they devise ways of making money by extorting abalwadde. It's a bad habit. Kibi nnyo, and any healthcare worker who does it, weekuba mutookya. Because omuntu agenda okujja mu ddwaliro lya government aba talina ssente nnyingi. Naye ate waatuukayo ne mujjamu akasente, obanga amulemesa, obanga amusindika okufa. Naye, what causes that? Poor pay, people are not happy, tebalina kyakulya, landlord yabanja, nenga musawo. They turn up daily, ayambadde ekkooti ya white, nga gy'avudde tebalina kyakulya. Oyinza okugamba he's between a rock and hard place. Eventually, ajja kulowooza outside the box. Ebivaamu extortion. Pay them all, make them happy. A happy doctor is a very, very safe doctor. A happy nurse is a very, very proactive and safe nurse. Naye waba akukkuluma mu nsawo, bajja kutikkula.
Baryomunsi also discovered loopholes in the security of the hospital, which he asked the administration to address. The acting hospital director, Dr. Deus Twezije, acknowledged some of the issues at the facility, but he largely blamed them to overcrowding of patients.
Every patient that comes here doesn't expect to be admitted on a floor. It is happening.
It's a very sad picture to watch. Nenga nkugambye reality check. Wano we tulinga eggwanga. As a country, one of the systems owandigambye nti oba institutes ezirina okubeera the cornerstone of our nation, healthcare, eri ku mavivi. It's on the knees. Eri bubi nnyo. people surviving on inshallah omutonzi wo yasalawo wowona ngowona. By luck you can survive in some hospitals. Nga ntandika video nakubuuziza oba nagambye, if this is happening in one of the referral hospitals owandagambye nti we've been made to believe nti nungi, what's happening elsewhere, eggulu Karamoja Ajumani. Picture that in your head. Njagala ofumitirize, if this is happening in Mbarara, what's happening elsewhere? Nja kusaba ompe endowooza mu comment section wansawo ku byenkonyeeko birowoozaako ki. Do you think ndi mu kwesiriwaza byenjogera bya bulimba oba birimu amagezi? Mpe endowooza mu comment section wansawo. Nja kulamu video eddako. Peace.